Hello, and welcome back to Danganronpa, another. On our last episode, we started off Chapter 5, and we met Mr. Kisaragi, who was a total freak, and we explored the new area, which was just, like, completely destroyed. There's blood everywhere. There was Big Bang Monokuma newspapers, I believe. And that was pretty much it. It was kind of a long episode, but there really was not a good place to stop in it. So I hope you enjoyed having a little bit of a longer one than usual. Hopefully this one doesn't drag on too much. Yeah, so this is my last episode before I start grad school. Which is a little anxiety induced just in terms of being able to get stuff out. I'm going to do my best though, just be consistent. It should still be continuing to post on Fridays, all the way through till, like, I think I'll be done with this series by, like, September, I hope. I don't know. I mean, these last chapters might be kind of long, but I'm hoping I will be. If I'm not by then, the upload date is probably going to be changing to some other day because my schedule's going to be super busy then. Because I'm going to be, like, student teaching, on Fridays, so it's like I won't be able to post, or I could set it automatically, but you know, it's just kind of complicated. So, I mean, hopefully that doesn't happen. You know, hopefully we finish it by then. But when I do play the sequel, which I plan on doing, that's probably gonna be a different upload date. Just way down the line, just heads up. Alright, I believe that what we're supposed to be doing is talking to Mr. Kisaragi. I think he was over here. So let's go do that. Where's his, I assume he got a room, right? Okay, there he is. Oh, and Mikako's there. Somehow I teleported. Okay. I just, like, literally walked behind them just so I could be in this spot with the plants. Oh, I found Kisaragi. Hey! It's even funny if you imagine he, like, walked literally in front of them just to go hide. Like, well, no one will notice. What? The person with Kisaragi is Kurokawa. She was awake? However, what's with this atmosphere? Yamato, me. Oh, hello. Why is Yamato is like that? Lady, I guess I'm sick because I'm not feeling well, and you seem to be in the same status as I am. Your face turned blue and you're getting discolored. How did this happen? Why? Ow! I see. You got many things to say there. You're also very excited too. You want to hear my adventure story? You want to hear me out then? But I refuse. I can't tell you. Yamato-kun, until now, you were far away. I don't know what you're saying. Straight up. Use your mouth language. I want to say Yamato-kun to you. Ah! Oh dear. Yamato-kun. He's so creepy. What? Kurokawa, she's still in a bad shape, but Kurokawa's attitude toward Kisaragi is awfully strange. It seems like some kind of relationship. But why am I hiding and eavesdropping? The purpose here is to talk to Kisaragi in the first place. Hey, Kisaragi. You. We met for a while in the morning, but I'm Yuki Maeda. Hey, I want to talk to you. Yuki Maeda? It's this again. I haven't done anything, but Kisaragi stared at me fiercely. When I saw him talking with Kurokawa, he was normal. Seems like I'm the exception. Why? Hey, take it easy. Why do you look so angry? I just want to greet you. You want to say hello? Well, that's right. Please don't be angry all the time. I didn't do anything. It's a little sad to be the target of anger. Yuki Maeda? Aren't you a bad person? Why am I a bad person? Well, it's kind of weird to call yourself good, but I'm not a bad person either. And you? Are you really a good person? Bad, good. If we pick one, personally, I think I'm nice. Good. Oh, I changed your heart then. Bright as light, more than previously. You say you're good? Monica said that Kisaragi had a problem in his brain, although the conversation is difficult to comprehend. It doesn't seem impossible at all. And Kisaragi seemed to have loosened up the boundaries to see if he could listen to me. Yeah, if I'd done anything wrong, please tell me for sure. Don't be angry for no reason. I'll fix it somehow. You, Yukimada, no fault. That's it. Is it like that? Me misunderstood. Misunderstanding? I heard that Kisaragi was a student who just entered in Hope Speak Academy as the ultimate inventor, so you're a classmate? I sent my greetings to you once. Well, they said you had a little problem in your brain, but since you're my friend, tell me if there's anything difficult. If I can, I'll help you. And I'd like to talk to the others too. Although, there were more of us who were already gone. Ah, I see. Alright, all good. Understood. Got it. He was angry at first for no reason, so I thought it would be difficult to get close to each other, but it seems to have been a minor misunderstanding. It's still a bit complicated to talk about, but Mekaru says that Kisaragi is the most likely candidate to be the mastermind, but I don't feel that way as a result by talking directly. Is it because of the brain damage, or maybe he's acting like an innocent person? Either way, until Mekaru calls us, we have to keep investigating. For now, I think it should be okay to know more about Kisaragi. I can do free time with him! That means we don't have to hang out with Akane. Come to think of it, this was originally a wall with nothing on it. And then one day, it became Kisaragi's private room. Well, maybe it was Monokuma's doing. It's not surprising that a new student arrives, and you construct enough to make a new room. I'm not surprised anymore. Well then, let's move. Afternoon. Time to do free time events? Because of like the patch thing I had to do to even get chapter 5, I don't have items anymore, so I have to go back to the Mono machine, which, is it that one or this one? We're gonna guess this one? Damn it. I was actually gonna do it after the last recording, but it didn't let me. It's like, go talk to him. Can I? Which friend's memento do you wish to? Oh. Kiza is the one who has the thing I needed. Automatically. Oh, yes. I need this. Oh, heck yeah. Okay. I hope I have some coins left though. I may have spent them. Oh, okay. 425, I'm good. Okay, so I'm probably gonna cut all of this out because this is gonna go on for a while, but I'm gonna spin it about 100 times-ish. Okay, let's go find Oturi. I don't want to be in here. Oh, wow, that was... okay.
What do you want to hang out with me?
Yeah. Oh, he likes the rainbow umbrella. I'm giving it to him because there's a rainbow on his outfit.
Oh wow, this is like the greatest gift ever.
Okay, time to look up the translation.
Ugh. Ugh.
Teruya, what's wrong?
Ugh. Don't want to really be trapped in here.
Hey, calm down. I know how you feel, but crying doesn't change anything.
It does. Something will change for sure.
And that something would be...
My papa will be coming.
Huh?
You see, Papa always came to the rescue whenever I had a problem since my childhood. He still keeps all 30 marks going like a charm. He's my Superman.
But he's not in this school.
Papa, come save me.
I said calm down.
Papa and I have never been apart for this long. Papa taught me everything I know as a merchant. He's my mentor and goal for life. Papa, it's sad he's not here, but I'll have to get up on my own.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Of course, I'm gonna succeed Papa and run the biggest business in the world. Nothing can mess around with Otori Mart's future CEO. There's no time to waste. Gotta go find some clues now.
Teruya went dashing across the hallway with a loud cry. He depends a lot on his father, and tends to cry often, but he recovers fast as well. I guess I should try helping him out when I can. Watching Teruya disappear, I decided to move somewhere else too. Phew, it's evening already. Another day goes by like this. It was just yesterday when our spirit raised up, and it was yesterday when Haruhiko and Satsuki died. Don't remind me. I miss her. It's only been a single day, but it felt like a long time ago. We have to get out of here. For my dead friends. Ah! Who's at the door? Oh, one moment. It's probably Mekaru, yep. Mekaru! Come to my room a little later once the nighttime announcement goes off. Oh, you're here to call me? Okay. Okay, bye. She goes right back without adding anything else. Probably because we're conscious of the camera. There's nothing to lose, at least, by following Mekaru's words.
Alright, this is a cool announcement. It's now 10 p.m. Soon it'll be nighttime. Dining hall will have the stores closed. Now then, pleasant dreams and good night.
Everyone's gathered, Rei-chan. I don't see Mikako. I don't see Tsurugi. I don't see Kisaragi. That's a lie, Akane. Yeah. I'll say it again and again, but we can't stay for long, so you better open your ears and listen carefully, as I will only talk about what is absolutely necessary and leave swiftly. Didn't you say you found out something when we reported the investigation? If we look at what we couldn't say in the dining room, is it so important that it's dangerous if the mastermind hears it?
Did you find out who the mastermind is?
No, it's nothing like that. Rei-chan, then why? You seem to be taken by surprise back then. Jeez, it's a little serious that you guys haven't caught on. Mekaru? Just listen for a moment. There are two things I found out. Of course, I'm not sure of this. It's just my guess anyway, but the chances are high on this. First, do you all remember what I said this morning?
Oh, what do you mean?
A significant amount of time has passed since we entered Hope's Peak Academy. And we don't remember it. You mean this hypothesis? Ah, I remember. I thought Rei-chan was trying to drive Mikako-chan away. Of course, I had that intention. Before I could explain it properly, Monokuma brought that transfer student and it ended abruptly. That we lost our memories. Maybe this isn't a hypothesis.
No way. Even so, the fact that all 15 of us had amnesia is such an absurd story, right?
Shut up and listen first. I'll explain it methodically. As Mekaru said that, she took a piece of paper out of her pocket. This paper is... It's the summary of the questions I've been asking since we've been here. Nothing special. So far, thoroughly? Yeah, unlike us, you're very thoughtful. First, it was right after Kijiwihara's execution ended when I began to suspect about amnesia. Most likely when Maida and I last spoke about this topic. Oh, you mean when the 4th floor just opened? I'm sorry, but even up to that time, I thought you were testing me out again and I couldn't really believe it. It was around that time, but as more and more fitting clues kept coming out, I changed my mind. Remembering what I talked about with Maida back then, I remember the video Monokuma gave us right before Uehara was executed. A horrible video of the children's corpses? Is that the one you're talking about?
It's not enough to kill a person, and it's not enough to leave them rotting. How cruel is this Monokuma?
Yes, they were decayed. That's where I first got my doubts. Uehara said that after we fainted. He woke up earlier than us and met face to face with Monokuma. At the time, the priest identified the children being hostage by Monokuma and even spoke to those kids directly. This was the day of the entrance ceremony. It must have been about 2 weeks before Uehara was executed. I mean, even if the children were killed right after talking to Uehara. I mean, if it's only been 2 weeks since they died, then there's a problem. Is it possible for a person to rot so fast and turn into a skeleton in only 2 weeks? Huh? A test question? I don't know. I can't think straight.
Same goes for me. If we look at it as O and X, is it X?
I can't be sure since it was filmed, but if I'm right, the answer becomes impossible. If it wasn't artificially tampered with, or in a really specific environment, then naturally. At this time, the themes that I've been wondering about, we found the notice in the library that Hope's Peak Academy was due to be closed, and our group photo of us that Marta saw in the art room. Connecting those two, which was the first time that I thought about the possibility of amnesia.
Unbelievable, but then what's next?
Well, I wasn't sure at that time, so I kept it as a hypothesis, but when I heard Satsuki's last words yesterday, I started thinking about it again. Oh, maybe you mean the picture horror discovery mentioned by Satsuki? That's right. This is really speculation, but if we already met before, wouldn't our bodies react first, even if we don't remember? Like looking at a picture of your lover. You mean before we lost our memories, Kobashi, Kawakun, and Satsuki-chan were lovers? Don't take it seriously, because this is all but a guess at this stage. The reason I think this way is because it's almost impossible to give up your life for the sake of someone you just met here, no matter how good or natural their relationship was. Thinking about that picture, Haruhiko's head vaguely recognized his old memories. Of course, that doesn't mean I'm looking down at the spirit of sacrifice between the two of them.
So, something is weird. I didn't expect such a romantic comment coming from Mekaru.
It's not like that, you idiot. This is something that needs to be scientifically explained. In the case of the momentary amnesia, by showing clues such as the flashbacks of old memories or hypnosis.
Okay, I was wrong. Please calm down and explain again, please.
Anyways, it was something like this. Another clue was the newspaper article that Marta and Tyra found this morning. You mean the newspaper clippings with that date in the future? Indeed, it's the future from our point of view. However, if we substitute it from amnesia here, can we still see it from the future? Wait, if it's been quite some time since we entered Hope's Peak, it's been months, not 3 weeks only. The date of the newspaper is usually written when the new semester begins. It becomes the past, as the newspaper has been there for a while.
No, but you can load a newspaper's content recklessly pushing the amnesia theory. Are you saying that this absurd thing really happened? Anyone can tell it's a manipulation?
I'd rather give me more credit for this impossible thing, though.
How?
Think about it. Is there anything that has not happened since we gathered here? In the beginning, our situation itself became dangerous from the get-go. I can't object to it. And was it the biggest and most desperate event in human history? I've read the article. Slowly, and it's no exaggeration to say that the world has been destroyed. A world has been destroyed? Impossible. No, it's not. Way over the end of the world. I think it's at least enough to cause the collapse of the human society itself.
But there's no difference. No, even if I think carefully, it's beyond a realm of speculation. This is a joke. The world coming to an end? That literally can't happen.
You brainless fool. That's just your own opinion. The world we live in isn't as perfect as you might think. No one knows when it will suddenly collapse for certainty. In the end, the Earth has already experienced hundreds of crises that could lead to nuclear war. The fact that society is being maintained like this is fortunate enough to surpass the first place in a lottery.
Even so, if that's true, the real world is doomed, then I don't see a reason to leave this school anymore. How are we supposed to live on when you tell me that the world is just gone?
Teruya, don't be so discouraged. So I keep saying, this is all but a guess at this point. But also, one with a very high probability. The biggest and most desperate event in human history? Actually, we already know what is supposed to be the aftermath of this. What are you talking about? The motive Monokuma showed us before Maki died. I don't know if each of you have seen it, but if the article in this newspaper is true, wouldn't it also explain the video? It can't be. If that video, if it's really true, then my family's already.
His weird-looking mom.
Actually, Hatane and Higa's words just added more credibility. The Fiver headquarters was attacked, the land being destroyed so much that it was impossible to run anymore. Wouldn't this match what the article says? To sum it all up, after entering Hope's Peak Academy and spending a normal school life, meanwhile the biggest, most desperate event in human history occurred. Somehow we were survived, with our memories removed by someone, and then we suspected each other in a place that we didn't even recognize. That is what happened. Such a thing. I can't believe it. But after listening to Ray-chan, I wonder if it's alright to say that everything is true. Then, the article that said Hope's Peak Academy was the epicenter of the incident. We, who are students of this academy, have nothing to do with it all.
Well then, why? Why us? Why are we the only ones in Hope's Peak Academy? What happened? The other students, are we really the only ones alive like this?
Don't get angry at me, you fool, because this isn't confirmed yet. Well, I don't know the details, but I can't think of one reason why we're in this predicament. Of the 15 of us, no. Isn't it because the mastermind is among the 16? So, that's the idea. Are you still doubting Mikako-chan and Kisaragi-kun? No, I don't know about that.
Then what other option is there? In the morning, you were suspicious of Kurikawa and Kisaragi. If it's not that, then other than those two, who the heck is it?
Don't make a fuss and listen first. This is not yet certain, let alone conjecture. This is just my own imagination. We just said that our memories have been erased, right? But what if the mastermind is in the same state? What do you mean, Mekaru? Are you saying that the mastermind erased their own memory? Only if. It's just one possibility, but if that really were to be true, then it won't matter who the mastermind is. It could be anyone. It could be Maida, it could be Tyra, it could be Otori. Or maybe it's me who's saying this.
Ooh.
I don't want to approach this line of thinking, but it's not good to lie in a partnership, so I'll be honest with you. I'm afraid. If this hypothesis were to be true, and if I were the mastermind, the more I dig, the more I'll deny my existence. The more they'll deny their existence. Mekaru, for the first time we met, trembled slightly and showed her own weakness. Self-denial of her own existence. It would be a self-destruction for Mekaru, who values perfection the most. I don't think it's her, though.
Ray-chan.
I'm sorry. I said that I could come along if we're to catch the mastermind, but suddenly it ended up like this. After the hypothesis of the amnesia, I came up with this theory while thinking about the mastermind. Since then, I've gotten a terrible chill in my spine and become mentally exhausted. This appearance doesn't fit me at all. Not to me. So forget about that for now.
Mekaru, you must be a human too. I'd be afraid of myself too if I had that feeling.
Stupid. I just paused for a moment to tell you to forget it. Our goals still don't change, so I know. Mekaru shouted in embarrassment. It took just a moment to catch her breath, then looked down at the paper and spoke again. It's just one of numerous cases. I think it's unlikely, so let's put this issue aside for now. Wait, you've been suspicious of Kurikawa and Kisaragi all this time, so why did it make you think so suddenly about this? I hate when it's cut off and I don't know what it says. To be honest, it was simply by process of elimination that made me doubt them. I felt like there was something unconventional about the two of them being the mastermind. What if that unpretentious appearance is not the acting of the mastermind? What if you really don't know that you are the mastermind? What if you don't know your true self? What if? Is it gonna be like an Azura Kamakura thing where it's me? Is that where we're going with this? I really kind of hope not. But, you know, I don't know where she's going with this.
If that's the case, then we don't even realize that we could be the mastermind. If that's true, it's impossible to know the mastermind's true nature.
Yes, but it's unlikely to do that. If you erase your own memory in the first place, even as the mastermind, it would be impossible to do any follow-up. There would be no plan, or anything at all. They would have only one chance. If the mastermind is someone who's good at acting, then even those with the unpretentious appearances could be acting as well.
It's so true.
They would be considered a huge smokescreen for all we know.
Okay, if that's the case, wouldn't it be more realistic to conclude that there's no mastermind among us?
Kurikawa is suspicious, and we suspect them because of Kisaragi's existence.
Conversely, there's no guarantee that the mastermind is always among us.
If we are all victims and an unidentified third party is the mastermind, then Mekaru's doubts would be resolved. If, in the beginning, the mastermind was the cause of the biggest and most desperate event in human history, it would mean that one of us committed such a world-class terrorism. Well, I honestly agree with that. It doesn't make sense for one high school student to change the world.
Yeah, I've always thought that about this series. Like, that's always bothered me. The fact that they're like, yeah, Junko just ended the world, you know, how she's a high schooler, like, oh, she's just so charismatic, and she played everything. It just always, like, threw me off. It's so unrealistic. I know this game's not really realistic, and the blood's pink, for crying out loud. I don't know, it never made that much sense to me. And then they kept bringing her back and making it all her, and, like, why was she, like, so OP? Controversial opinion, I actually never thought she was, like, a very good antagonist. Her design is the only good thing about her. She has a good design, but she doesn't make sense. Like, wow, I ended the world because I'm horny. I don't know. She's not good, and then they're like, yeah, we're gonna make her, like, come back every game because we're obsessed with her. And that always bothered me about her, and that's why she was my least favorite character in the series. She just annoys me. She doesn't make sense.
But, if I were to put your words backwards, there's no guarantee that the mastermind in our situation will be the same person as the mastermind who caused this human history.
Right, but that's... Still, I agree with Maida-kun. It is hard to believe that there's a mastermind among us, no matter what we faced. And there's the issue of controlling Monokuma too.
Just as Marta said, there is no guarantee. Fine, but I'm just thinking of every possible outcome. Always try to think that there's mastermind mixed with us.
Well, to be honest, everything we've said so far is so vague that it doesn't feel real at all, but...
Right, even if it's true, in theory, artificially erasing the memories of all of us, such a thing, is practically impossible.
Not entirely unreasonable. When you think about the Kisaragi Foundation's scientific power...
What is it?
Didn't I say that I found out two things? One thing was about the amnesia we just spoke about. And the other one is information about the Kisaragi Foundation. A little while ago, you said something about the scientific power of the Kisaragi Foundation. I literally said it right. It is no exaggeration to say that the Kisaragi Foundation is already half a century ahead of the cutting-edge science. There are rumors that they're actually providing manpower to the US side, although they're not from a reliable source.
The Kisaragi Foundation can manipulate a human's memories?
It wouldn't be impossible. It's one of the reasons why I initially thought that the mastermind was Monos. And is there really a need for someone to control Monokuma? Because so far, it's moved on its own. What? Monokuma did? Actually, it's not a dream to create a Monokuma-type artificial intelligence robot with the skills of the Kisaragi Foundation. The humanoid theory has already been completed.
Well, that's incredible, but Mekaru, didn't you just treat Monokuma? You didn't treat Monokuma as an artificial intelligence when they were here back then?
At the time, I didn't know that the Kisaragi Foundation was deeply involved. But this hypothesis is also absurd, because that level of AI has already been reached the level of human beings.
A Kisaragi Foundation? What is it? Why is the Kisaragi Foundation involved with Hope Peak Academy?
Certainly, that is the important question, and the Kisaragi Foundation's mark was on the 5th floor's collection room and in the ballroom. About that, listen carefully to what I have to say from now on, because it'll be very shocking.
Why did you lower your voice?
It's about what I found out about the Kisaragi Foundation. That is... Oh no! Come on.
Oh, what are you guys doing in Mekaru's room?
Monokuma, seriously? Stop appearing out of nowhere.
What do you mean out of nowhere? What is that? I can't see the surveillance camera again. What's wrong with this?
Ooh, wasn't it always like this?
Leave it. Didn't Monokuma catch a strange thing not once but twice now?
Hey, it's nighttime already, and you don't even sleep in Mekaru's room. You guys, I won't hesitate.
What? We haven't done anything bad.
Is it just a strange thing that there's 2 males and 2 females?
What?
Hey, fuck off.
Oh, that's a joke. Seriously, the surveillance camera doesn't seem to work, so I'm just here to check it out.
Why are you checking with us? As your management is poor. What do you know about surveillance cameras? We're not even going to sleep, we're just gathering to chat here. So hurry up and get out.
Oh, is it really poor management always? In my fifth of mind, I think that you must have done something to the camera. You're right. That is true. You're guilty of damaging the device.
Do you just power off? What? Monokuma? Monokuma, who was using a usually strange way to speak, became a slightly different mood than usual and then suddenly stopped as if it died.
What? It stopped speaking.
Oh, Monokuma, what are you doing?
Hey, hold on. This is somehow similar to back then. When? When he powered down and we went into the weird underground room. When Uehara's execution was over, Mikako Kirikawa went down the secret stairs, saying that Monokuma stopped.
Huh? Does that mean the school is still closed?
Well, what's wrong with it? It's not even a computer before crashing.
Might be something like that.
Oh, it's back.
Whoa, my body's movements are getting dull. Oh no, it's not the movements that's dull. Oh, this can't be, this is not at all move. My body doesn't move.
Well, if we look at the past, it seems that there is enough time to move. What are you doing, Monokuma?
Oh, wait, the system is a little bit. The camera isn't the problem now. Oof. I'm gonna do a quick checkup now.
Okay, bye. It's gone. What was that? Leave it alone, because we can't afford to worry about Monokuma. Also, I'd rather call it off for today.
But we haven't heard the second fact that Ray-chan found out yet.
I'll tell you about that tomorrow. As you may have seen before, Monokuma is slowly starting to notice the anomalies in my room. I'll come up with other measures soon. So, go back for now. Let's do as Mekaru suggests, guys. It's already late anyway, so we'll have to go to bed early. For tomorrow.
Honestly, I don't think I'll be able to sleep much because of the story about my current memory loss. Well, I'll be going now.
Okay, get to bed and sleep. The switch is off now.
Right. Well, why a teddy bear?
Stop worrying and go to sleep already. And then we decided to go to bed at Mekaru's proposal. Let's go back to my room. Okay. I can probably record for like 10 more minutes. I lay in my bed, but I can't sleep at all. If Mekaru's story is true, all of us, we already have spent time in Hope's Peak. If we lost our memories... Oh, remember when all these things happened? We ended up killing each other, our own friends who used to go to school together. That can't be. We were all amnesiacs? Mekaru said it was a guess, an unlikely story. As to convince myself, I tried to fall asleep.
So what are you gonna do next? Hey, to think that you've been against all your classmates that way. It's pretty desperate, isn't it? Then I'll leave you with that, with what I've been thinking about before. The details are over. I mean, it's annoying. Do not worry. I'll be watching. Even if I said that, I can't say for sure because it's not important right now. By the way, do you know, as long as you keep deciding, the more you will end up dead. Ha! Did you want me to worry about you? Even your own existence will interfere with the plan, so get rid of the useless flattery. So what do you think? Are you in despair now? No, fun guy, whatever. From now on, you'll be the king over there. Do a good job. What?
I have no idea what that was. Was that my dream? Am I actually Azura Kamakura?
Is it morning? Ouch, my head. Headache, I slept the wrong way. I think I had a strange dream.
Okay, so it was my dream. Interesting. Am I actually the mastermind? Is that what's happening?
But I can't remember properly because of the headache.
Wake up, bitch! It's morning, wake up, blah 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 blah. Spend it lively.
Just in time, the morning announcement. I should go have breakfast with the others. Breakfast time as usual. There were only 4 of us, even with Mekaru, but with that aside, it was quieter than usual. It goes without saying, even if we try to have a conversation to find something to fight the mastermind, you'll expose it to them due to the surveillance camera. Besides that, everyone seemed to have a lot to think about last night because of Mekaru's conclusion. Most crucially, it's because of the current dining room has a mix of disparate character in addition to the 4 of us.
Well, hello.
This is a lot. This food is it. I can't talk. Do you make all this? Intermediate taste of the new world. And the old world. But the one dancing and the tango of the Iberian Peninsula is familiar.
Why is this crazy guy with me? The taste of the food is getting worse. I'll stop eating.
Mekaru, no matter how harsh, you can't. What's wrong? If I didn't tell you what I think of him, you already know.
Well, Mekaru's already suspected Kisaragi more than anyone of being the mastermind.
Hey, but have we spoke to him? He's been only saying meaningless stuff for no reason.
I tried talking to him yesterday, but I didn't understand anything he was saying. It's just as Monica has said. I think there's something wrong on his head. But even putting that aside, I don't think Kisaragi-kun is so arrogant. It's not about being good or bad. Don't you know what I want to say? Do I really need to say it openly right here, right now?
Mekaru, lower your voice. You can hear it all.
Whether they listen or not, he's disabled anyway, so what do I care?
Mekaru, you're being rather fierce this morning.
Mikaka-chan, are you out of your mind?
Are you okay? You've been pouring out blood in your face all over.
Alright, yesterday Kurokawa came to her senses for a brief moment. Except for me and Kisaragi, nobody knows. I forgot about it. Okay. It's all well and good, but why are you here? Do you still think you're in a cooperative relationship with us? You're obviously hiding something. Until you tell the truth, we won't be in the clear. Sorry. I'll just eat and help it out. Now wait a minute. There's no need to push it this far. Mikako-chan, it's okay, so. There are certain facts that only she knows. Those might be decisive keys to change this frustrating situation. And just want to move on like this? Mekaru?
I'm sorry, but I also agree with Mekaru's opinion. If you're hiding something, the only thing to do would be to say it, so why can't you say it?
She literally can't. There's like something that's stopping her and causing her physical pain when she tries.
It's okay. You don't have to fight for me. Everyone just do what you've been always doing for the first time. Yama.
Huh?
Mikaka-chan? I can't take this any longer. Even at this moment, you're saying that you're going to keep your mouth shut and stay away from us while casting suspiciousness all over the place. Stop playing around. You're treating us like fools.
I'm kind of surprised for Mekaru to suddenly do an outburst like that.
Another headache. What's the deal with those? What is your relationship with the Kisaragi Foundation? How did you know that if Monokuma stops, this facility would shut down?
I'm sorry, I can't answer.
Why can't you answer?
Can't answer.
Are you kidding me? Then you're putting it all aside to say that you are the mastermind. Can you really do that, huh?
Mekaru, calm down. Why are you suddenly getting so heated up? Hirakawa, I know this is painful, but I'll have to ask you. If you know something, tell us, please. I can't. Is that because you don't want to talk, or is it because you really don't know anything? It's not that. Then why? I'm not asking you to tell me what you know. I'm asking why can't you tell us? Don't come near me.
Hey, Mikako Hirakawa, why are you running away?
Oh, she's fast. Mekaru.
Why did things turn like this all of a sudden?
This is the first time I've ever seen Kurakawa act like that, and Mekaru too. What is going on?
You have to follow them first. Mekaru.
She went into her room. Rai-chan, why are you so angry? Nothing will change with getting mad at Mikako-chan. Rai-chan would be aware of this.
Of course I knew. And I also knew that this isn't like me, but I'm more curious of you guys. You can be so calm in a situation like right now.
What are you trying to say?
I'll call you later at night. Until then, do some investigation, will you?
Rai-chan.
Since when has Mekaru become so emotional? This day is becoming the weirdest of all.
That's a story we didn't hear last night. Is that it? Mekaru knows the story, and we don't know. Does that make us different?
Are you saying it's serious enough for Rai-chan to be so mad like this?
I don't know. We have no way of knowing. But this makes me feel uneasy for some reason. Mekaru, who showed emotional behavior, telling us to follow her, when I looked at her in the eyes, she seemed to be shaking a little. What does she know? Let's focus on what we can do for now. Free time events. It's important to stay positive. Okay, this is a great place to stop it, I think. Interesting, especially because the stuff we're figuring out is usually like the final twist of the game. So I am curious what the actual final twist is going to be. I'm a little worried now that it is going to be one of us is the mastermind and doesn't know. Like, isn't there a spin-off novel about like Junko erases her memories or something, and then she has like this weird boyfriend, and then she like kills him or something? I never actually read it. I just know people like talked about it. It could be based off that, you know. But yeah, interesting stuff. I really want to know what, you know, Mekaru knows that we don't. It's very interesting. But we'll find out next week. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and like it and leave a comment. I do read every comment and I love all of them. And subscribe if you haven't. It does help the channel out and it helps me out. And I hope you're having a wonderful day or night or whatever time it is of day where you are when you're watching this. I hope it's wonderful. And I will see you in the next episode when we do more free time events. Woohoo! Later!